several light years away. A single adamantine stone casing holding a very dangerous cargo is aboard a ship, a spaceship. It is boarded by pirates, and in the ensuing fight against the existing crew, things get out of hand. The FTL drive is engaged, and a random jump into deep alien galactic space. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds years ago, during a great magical plague that swept through Wati, lying it low, the priests of Pharasma saved the day, and worship for an entire nation changed. They swept up the magical plague, and they contained 1/3 of the city into a sealed-off walled necropolis. During this time, our FTL drive jump ship enters orbit, a blind jump too far, too close to a celestial body, and is getting sucked in to Golorian's sun. Automated systems eject the precious but dangerous cargo, and a cargo pod burns up in Golorian's atmosphere, streaking from the sky over the continent of Garundi, over the land of Osirion, and falls stripped away of its metal components, nothing but an adamantine rock shell. Splashes down into the river. Our head Pharasmite priest at the time declares this. What?
It's interesting you would ask about that. Pharasma's needle stands proudly now in Wati's necropolis, greeting mourners as they come to entomb their loved ones in the famous burial sites. 1700 years ago, while the Pharasman priest T.M.F.O began the process of rebuilding the city, along with the sealing away the dead parts of the city from the living and consecrating the necropolis, a stone fell from the heavens and streaked through the sky. It plunged into the waters of the river Sphinx. T.M.F.O decreed the celestial event as an omen of favor from the Lady of Graves, and had those workers retrieve the stone from the riverbed. Stonecutters toiled for decades to sculpt this piece of meteorite into a capstone for the obelisk set into the city's necropolis, and as a symbol of Pharasma's blessing over the city of Wati.
What Master Arif says is true. It is written, and it is the events as they viewed them 1700 years ago. The adamantine stone was pulled from the river, dragged into the city of Osirion, and made a monument to the goddess of fate and death. And atop this monument, it sits and has sat for 1700 years until recently. Even adamantine, as strong as it is, the hardest stone, starstone, known to glory in mankind, eventually withers, erodes, and is subject to time and the elements. A tiniest crack could let something out? Not likely. And yet, in the time we're mentioning now, 1, 10, 100, 100,000 microscopic nanites in a swarm crawl forth in the middle of the night, crawl down the spire, across the sands, over and under the gates of the wall, and into the city, seeking